Ting chak.
Yeah, remember I was talking to you about that podcast, not the podcast, that's documentary on Amazon Prime.
Angry Young Men.
Oh, dude, very nice documentary. I mean, not shot in the best way possible.
Yeah, and you know what I've started hating?
Hey, by the way, sorry, I didn't check the frame. You checked the frame, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's slightly teda, but I'll fix it.
Tell.
No, don't you hate documentaries? Because all documentaries now start the same way, where the camera is rolling and these guys are breaking the fourth wall and talking about, you guys have everything? Should I look here? Should I look there? All right. I don't want...
Aditya was flirting with the girl and all. I think the beginning he was such a snarky, like a line. Not a very creepy line.
Yeah.
Like something like that, and she started giggling or something like that. I don't know if it was flirtatious or something coy.
Yeah, but why? Like, even in documentary is also filmmaking, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, should I be looking here? Should I be looking there? Wherever I look, it's bad. And all that.
Oh, my favorite is those documentaries about crime or something like that. Where they'll show this footage of incredible things and then you'll see one guy sit down.
Yeah. My name is Michael Cartellone.
Yeah, my name is Michael the murderer. Like something like that. It's all these things, like everything is like oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you ready now?
Yeah.
It's more like that. But I like that documentary. It was kind of good.
Yeah. No. I like the documentary, the subject, the people they chose to cover, whose interviews they took, this way the story was narrated and rearranged. Like first how they started, then what they wrote, the ghost writing, everything, not having influence.
Yes.
And then like the whole idea of exactly at the halfway point, 1.5 episodes in, they're like, I will charge 1 lakh more than whatever Amitabh Bachchan is charging.
Oh, nice. My favorite thing was their first movie. You know, when the posters were stuck like this, Salim and Javed, they paid some guy with a stencil to do
Zanjeer only.
Zanjeer. And they paid some guy with a stencil to just do it in every poster that you see. That was, I think, a very cocky move.
Yeah, but badass.
Very badass. Very badass. And sounds like some things that Salman Khan's father will do. Like, you know.
But he's... so, I used to live in Bandra and near Bandstand only.
Okay.
So, early morning, Kavya and I used to go for walks. And every morning, he would come at 7 a.m.
Yeah, even in the documentary, they show him coming.
Yeah, the pigeons and all the bodyguards. We've seen him. We see him every day.
Oh, you see him every day?
He's like, how are you? Every day. And some idiot who's struggling will be there with a script. It's like, sir, ek bar pad lijiye, sir. Sir, ek bar pad lijiye. And the police and the bodyguards have to shield him. And he sits with his friends.
He has friends?
Yeah, a couple of ladies, couple of uncles, all tatas. They're sitting together. They're like, they do all that.
Nothing offensive at all.
Yeah. No, that's how old people talk, dude. Old people are like...
No, I like the fact that he used to come every day. Like, he's retired in a very nice way. Because if you think about Javed Akhtar is still...
Yeah, he moved to poetry. Yeah.
He wrote poetry, writing songs or whatever it is.
He wrote Lakshya also.
Lakshya also he wrote. That's why I know that Lakshya dialogues were written by Javed Akhtar because it was so bad.
Yeah.
In some moments.
Which one?
Lakshya is one of my favorite movies of all time. Okay?
Yeah.
But when I watched it like for the third time, I noticed something which was like when they're going for the final mission and they are boarding the plane. And then when the medical officer comes and like, ye
jhanda wahi lagega doctor. Wahi lagega.
Like the thing is, that whole scene, the way I imagined was he came running like, हमारी तरफ से, अकबर की तरफ से, हम सब की तरफ से, तुम्हें वहाँ लगाना है. That's not how normal people talk.
Yeah.
And that's definitely not how army officers who are going to war talk.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have, if I was thinking that scene written and the most poetic is just, that guy comes, stop, just gives him the flag like, for us. That's it.
Or I was thinking, if you want to make it Bollywood, at least make why this flag, not any other flag. Isme Akbar ka blood hai. Like, or something.
No, but it was the flag, I think. That was the flag that Akbar had, that flag where he says in the scene like, Jhanda to maine le liya, ab jaake lagana hai to.
Yeah.
So it is the same flag.
But they should have focused on that, not give Hrithik the heroic.
Or maybe like a flag with a blood stain.
Yeah.
You're saying they should have shown a flag with a blood stain.
Because the whole point that they're saying is that you can't do anything alone in the army. That's what he learns.
Yes,
he learns to dedicate his life to a team.
Team effort.
Yeah.
The thing is, see, That scene, you know why it stood out for me so much? Because that was bad Bollywood. But just before that was good Bollywood. Which was like Karan talking to his dad.
Yeah. Oh, what a scene that is.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know why that scene is so good? Because they seeded it from the fucking beginning of the movie.
And I also like how they shot it. They shot it intimately, but from far away through the window.
Yeah, exactly. They show that one car. Dude, the DOP of that movie is one of the best DOPs that have come in Bollywood movies ever.
Who's that?
I don't know who is
Ravi K. Chandran, I think.
I have no idea. I didn't see this thing. But that movie, the DOP, the camera frames, is one of the best. Like, there are so many great frames. You will see. Even like when he's standing on top of the mountain alone and Preeti Zinta's ambassador comes. That is a very good frame. You see just one dude standing in the center and then at the bottom Preeti Zinta comes. Very nice frame.
Romi, तुम हमेशा कहती थी कि मेरे हाथ में लक्ष्य नहीं है, लक्ष्य
अब है Imagine how many times they had to retake that scene because Preeti laughed.
Because he's just exasperating. Like he's like
who do you think would have done a good job in that scene if like for any Indian actors? And I know like of course they will go with Irfan Khan and all these guys, but like
lead actor of that time,
who do you think would have pulled off that scene, like that intensity? Because if you think about DOP, what I was thinking was how generally in filmmaking works is when you set up the scene, you go as far as possible.
Correct.
Then you go mid and then you go close. That's how they do it generally. So in that scene, I was thinking nobody went very close to Kritik. He was just standing, even when he was looking there, it was all still a mid.
Because they want the environment. He's standing literally.
When he's crying, you need his face.
Yeah.
When he's crying and there's like a fucking teardrop, dude, he's looking at the mountain where his colleagues died. His fellow soldiers were martyred there. So he's looking at that. Why didn't they go close? That was one of the thoughts that I had.
In fact, if I don't know, my choice would have been one thing that they avoided, which is good, is putting the camera where the mountain is that he's looking at. Just looking at his face, and he's like, facing the camera.
Got it. Like
I would have liked it if it was just a silhouette of him, the sun rising from in front of him, and he's behind. The camera is behind.
Behind him.
Yeah, and you just hear the dialogues. The body language is enough to understand where they are in the relationship.
Bollywood doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Bollywood can never pull off that.
Yeah. But
चेहरा दिखना चाहिए.
I would have liked
That's why I have a problem. अगर चेहरा दिखा रहे हो तो वो तो properly दिखाओ. वहाँ पास ले जाओ. अगर जा रहे हो तो पीछे चले जाओ.
Yeah.
And then the dialogues and the trembling voice maybe conveys the image. But if you're showing the face, show it properly.
The one thing I don't like about Bollywood is camera movement is all stylistic. It's never motivated by storytelling.
But no, because Indians make fun of it also. Remember that one reel that went viral? I don't know if you saw this. Have you seen the movie Darlings?
Yes.
Alia Bhatt.
Vijay Varma. Yeah.
So there is an iconic scene. Not iconic, sorry. There is a scene in that movie where he literally pushes her off the stairs. So the director of that movie is talking to some interviewer, and he's telling every shot in that scene was decided very carefully. Like if you think about it, when she's flying, there was a light behind Vijay Varma's head to like a cold, to embrace the coldness. Not embrace, to showcase the coldness. And when she fell down and we show the POV, it's obviously Dutch. And Dutch, Dutch. Dutch
Dutch that tilted
camera. So she said, of course we kept the camera as Dutch. And the camera is tilted because to show her POV and she's in this.
And people are like, ये सब तो हमने notice ही नहीं किया.
Notice नहीं किया. He got a lot of hate comments.
Yeah.
So people started commenting, इतना तो Martin Scorsese भी नहीं सोचता. And he got a lot of hate, and I saw this reel. I'm like, bench चूती हो क्या तुम लोग? No, he's explaining proper standard.
No, I'll tell you why. Because it's just started. Do you think any Bollywood film journalist talks about filmmaking? No one talks about filmmaking. No one chooses. No, it's like, why did you choose?
They talk about Hema Malini and this guy's love affair. That one only. Nobody talks about.
No one is like, who was the prankster on the set?
But that's what sells. So totally get it. No, but the thing is, you're right. It's very hard.
Like, I learnt what a Dutch angle is, what a POV is, how you should shoot a scene, why camera should not be motivated, unmotivated movement should not be there, because it's not like I was born into this culture of filmmaking, right? My parents are also like, nalla, good, bad.
All
but then. You know that guy Tony Zhao, that every frame a painting. Watching those video essays, you get interested, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, it can create at least 50 new filmmakers who are thinking differently. But at least starting the conversation.
The Indian, I don't think so. The India is still like there yet in terms of movie knowledge. I don't think so. For me also, this exposure about filmmaking and like words Like, these words I learned because I worked on a movie. I don't think so. Otherwise, I knew about the technical words.
No, dude, but video like for example, now we say that India is not ripe for comedy, but people now understand setup. People understand the word punchline. People understand.
Yeah, I'm 100%. You can't give up. You had to keep doing it, and that's when the audience, no matter even what we say about Zakir or this thing, no matter we get angry at the kind of material they do or whatever, they are still bringing this huge pool of audience which is interested in the word comedy.
Yeah.
And that's enough.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, if they are going out, that whole chance of like, okay, there's a comedy show here, we have nothing to do, let's try, no.
Yeah. No, like for example.
Now, sorry, I didn't finish my point.
Sorry. Yeah.
So now the thing is, whatever Farhan Akhtar did with Lakshya or Salim Javed, these guys did with their movies, even if there were flaws in the middle, but whatever the whole packaging, what they do is they are bringing more audience.
Agreed.
They bring that kind
They're
of
still
audience.
blockbusters. Yeah.
They're still bringing that kind of audience to movies. They're not bringing those kind of audience which still watches like those Dharmendra.
Yeah.
Like, they changed all that. They're like, no.
Yeah.
Now, Dil Chahta Hai. 3 really rich kids.
Yeah.
Can also have problems.
Yeah.
So that really changes the.
Agreed. Like
you can't have that attitude of Satyajit Ray when he said like Indian audience is too dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I get what you're saying. It's a lot of frustration because 60s, 70s, we were still a poor country, and he said it like, he said it before when he was awarded the Oscars. He said that Indian audience is not that mature. He said it in an interview. It's there, okay? And I get what he's saying. He's for his time, from his perspective, he's right. But after the internet boom, the Indian audience has also traveled quite a bit of distance.
Yeah, and like for example, there are still a lot of people whose first choice is not an English movie, but they still have some favorite English movies which are globally hits. Like people like Nolan movies now.
Nolan movies, Terminator, James Cameron movies.
India mein, at least in Hindi movie industry, it's very rare that people go for a director.
True. That the thing is, what Avatar did for Indian world cinema was people stopped taking shit graphics. CGIs were taken to such a grand level that Kalki flopped for that reason.
Yeah, and story was also horrible.
I mean, nobody cares because earlier these movies were like with graphics you can sell them.
Yeah.
Like Shankar's Robo, there's no story.
No, yeah.
It's a very but that
graphic. It's a very Terminator type story.
Yeah, but a graphic at that time, Indian Tamil audience went crazy for it.
Yeah.
But Avatar came and then Shankar did Indran 2 flop.
Yeah.
They're like, we've seen the best graphics.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen Avatar?
Yeah.
You saw what that guy did, right? Why are you selling me this graphics if there's no story? So we need iconic moments like that where some movie will just change the game. Like that's what I think Bahubali did.
Yeah.
Bahubali, no matter what the story is, with that graphics,
they raised the bar a little bit.
In India. In India there is
for
the bar.
Sure.
So because up until then nobody could do what American movies were doing.
But one thing they did with RRR is
I've not seen the movie RRR.
They made the so for even now if there is a CGI, we want to see the CG.
Correct.
Whereas now America has reached a point where they're like, CG should be so good you shouldn't be able to tell if it's a real shot or CG.
Yes.
Like for example, Mindhunter has more CG than Bahubali. But you barely notice
anything.
It does. Your brain doesn't go there.
Hey, I'm getting call from. Who am I getting call from? Hey, why is Gaurav calling? Gaurav. Sorry, bro. What's up? Okay. Back out. Cool, no problem. I'll find another spot. Don't worry. It's okay. Cool. Yeah, sure. I'll tell you. Just put a message down. I'll curate the list. Okay? Bye. No problem. Are you free to do a spot today?
Yes.
9 p.m.
That's how the business runs.
9 p.m. Huh?
Right place at the right time for a 5-minute spot with audience of 3.
What are you saying? Today full house, Claytopia.
Hey, shut the fuck up, guys. Value every spot.
Yeah, Gaurav, he was supposed to do the first part. He had some yak pe kuch sales hua.
Okay.
So like, okay, I thought.
Yeah. Perfect.
So yeah, what are we talking about? Forgot what are we talking about.
The CG is invisible.
Yes.
People don't appreciate that still.
Yeah.
We want to be like, where did show me that grand CG?
You know that David Fincher story about the girl with the dragon tattoo?
No, what is the story?
So how much he's invested in the CGI? He's like, no, I take it very seriously because if the story requires it, it should be there.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if it's expensive or something. The story demands it. Like, and the scene which they were talking about is girl with the dragon tattoo in the last when the lady. Have you seen the movie, right?
Yeah.
So you know the lady, the girl is on the bike chasing the car in which he's going.
Yeah.
So it's full CGI. So it's a stunt driver riding, and they morphed her face.
Yeah.
To do that. And the guy, action director, suggested that like we could have averted all this problem if you could have just given her a helmet. But David Fincher was against the idea, saying like if she knows that her friend is about to die, the guy she's in love with,
she's not going to wear a helmet.
She's not going to go fucking search for a helmet.
Yeah.
That's just against the story.
Yeah.
And David Fincher like, no, we need to do CGI for all that.
I like that about him, dude. 105 takes.
Of course, he can do it because the producers will shut up.
Yeah.
It's David Fincher.
But they fucking cancelled Mindhunter, dude.
That's because of the Netflix is bro. Netflix is Netflix, bro. Because David Fincher would have been like, you either cancel it, don't reduce the budget.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it for this much budget or not. So like since you mentioned like Mindhunter is the highest CGI.
Yeah.
Even season 3 would have required a lot of CGI.
Yeah. I mean, very expensive. Per episode, it was costing them upwards of 4-5 million.
Yeah, and Netflix would have been like, yo, the reviews, the ratings are not matching the what I'm spending.
He's like, he's the sort of guy who would be like, okay, then I won't do it. No problem.
Then don't do it only, no. But bura mat karo. Kar rahe to अच्छे से करना नहीं तो मत करो. I love that attitude.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to get at is even if you like, if you were watching a movie and I didn't tell you who the director is, there are certain directors you can be like, hey, that's his language.
Oh, Wes Anderson.
Right. Wes Anderson is very obvious. But I'm saying
obvious.
Like Fincher. For example, you can tell what is a Fincher pan in, what is a Christopher Nolan pan in. You can tell the choice of lens. Coen brothers.
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas in India...
Coen brothers are visually funny, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I love them. They're visually very funny. They don't like no dialogues. You see it, you will laugh.
Yeah. And if they want to show more information about the character, the costume they give him and the lens they choose to shoot him in, even if it's a serious scene, there's a joke somewhere and you'll understand the... You know, like old No Country for Old Men. You know, Javier Bardem goes into that gas station and he's doing that coin toss thing, right? It's like call it. And very serious, cold, call it. And they show that other characters, what am I being? I don't even know.
It's the scene where he's gonna you know that if he picks the wrong thing, you're gonna murder it.
Yeah.
And that's because that established so well. This guy murders on whim. I just love it, dude. That whole movie is like one of my favorite. I was watching it recently again. Yeah. It's just that guy. Remember the guy after he kills the cop, the first cop he kills, the strangling one. Because that's the most intense scene. There's no humor in it.
Yeah.
But he knows like if he's riding a driving cop vehicle, and he pulls over a normal guy, he knows he won't say anything.
Yeah.
I was like, can you hold steady for me?
Yeah.
Before he kills him with the air gun. It's so funny. They're like, don't move.
Yeah.
Can you hold steady?
Anyway, you're dying.
Yeah.
Can you have some discipline, please?
It's so funny, that scene. I mean, it's intense, but it is funny. Yeah, true. There's a lot of this CGI and all. I'll fucking love it, dude. Like that's Indian. The whole idea is India still like that. How I think GOAT is getting a lot of negative flag.
Why?
Because they did some special software to de-age
Vijay. Yeah.
So there are Vijay and Vijay's son, and they de-aged his face.
Yeah.
Which looks terrible.
Okay.
And I think they fucked up the chin, and to cover it up, they put a goatee. And which looks even funnier. Now Vijay looks like someone like.
Okay.
It looks like that, okay. And the internet went crazy, and of course Vijay has this incredible fan base in Tamil Nadu. People like Anna.
Yeah.
And when they see their
like you spoiled my Anna.
Exactly. So they're more angry at Venkat Prabhu. They're like, how could you do this to my Talapati?
Yeah.
And I was like, and they were like, we have used this special software. I feel like there are a lot of companies in America that are like failing, and then they're like, dude, that is an Indian movie.
Yeah.
So we'll make money.
So because I watched that Corridor Crew, which is that VFX Artist React YouTube channel, they watching a lot of their react to VFX videos, I realized it's not the money, it's not the company you pick. It's how much clarity with which you shoot on set. It's not like I'll shoot it and then tum kar do VFX baad mein.
Correct, exactly.
It has to go into pre-production.
Yes.
One VFX artist should be there. He should take director's notes.
Yeah.
Second thing is post-production mein give them time.
Yes.
Like Anurag Kashyap talks about the last, the Ramadhir Singh dying in Gangs of Wasseypur, the blood work and all, it is so bad. And it's because they gave it to an American company. They were very unprofessional.
Okay.
So he's like, the only problem was they were asking for more time. They could have fixed it, but time is what we couldn't give them.
Okay.
Because we'd already booked the release date. We'd already talked to distributors. There was already a lot of pressure. The movie wasn't making for a while. Second part ka release date set ho gaya hai. So we had to release it. So it's just a matter of giving them time.
It's
like
true.
When you look at RRR, there are a couple of scenes where there is a bridge from which a train is going. It catches fire, and the train one bogie blasts off, and it falls from the bridge into the water. That entire scene was shot with miniatures. But if they don't show it, if you didn't see the VFX breakdown, it's impossible to tell.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is what I was talking about RRR. Some of the VFX is invisible. They're like, no, you know what? They don't need to know this is VFX. The VFX has to be used for storytelling.
Storytelling, exactly.
Yeah. So even though it's not my kind of movie, I enjoyed it.
I mean, they learned that from Star Wars, no?
Yeah.
That was most of the thing was miniature.
Everything was miniature.
Even the Great Gatsby, that one.
The Dark Knight, Joker chasing him in the truck underground. That's all miniatures.
Miniatures.
Yeah.
No, shot so well. I mean, just do tell me the story. As long as you tell me the story, I have no
I
problem.
don't care. Yeah.
If it matches the story and my eyesight, like I don't find any logical errors, I'm completely fine with it.
But the approach, if you look at a Bollywood movie that has VFX, it looks like the production meeting was, यार हमें एक VFX movie बनाना है. हमें चाहिए animation. हमें चाहिए building फटना चाहिए.
I automatically imagined a guy wearing a silky shirt with a gold chain.
देखो बेटा आजकल VFX बड़ा चल रहा है.
VFX चल रहा है.
You know the Rock On में the producer who's like
exactly guy who just punch पे Arjun Rampal, right?
Darling,
ये सब नहीं चलेगा यहाँ पे, ठीक है?
Darling, यहाँ पे बॉस मैं हूँ, तो तुम वो करोगे जो मैं कहूँगा.
That's how you imagine
एक
all
दांडिया
producers.
song डाल दो.
No, I would be surprised if you walk into a production house and the guy who's sitting like with a suit, very well behaved, like MBA, like, so what is your story? Could you tell me? My mind would glitch. I would never be able to process that in an Indian production house. I have to imagine these guys who are like, sir, आपकी मेहरबानी है, जो आपने कह दिया हमने कर दिया.
Yeah. Oh my God, you got into the skin of the character.
Yeah, like the way they talk, अरे राम जी भगवान, like that's how they talk.
2 मिनट रुक जा, अभी ढोकला आ ही रहा है, खा के बात करते हैं.
They look like the kind of people जो तुम्हारे screenplay पे समोसा रखते हैं. Like, you know, just give us samosa रख के, अरे ले लो यार, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. They look like those people, and it's not even me, it's all Bollywood.
Yeah,
like if you watch like what is that Farhan Akhtar's movie directed by Zoya Akhtar?
Luck by Chance.
Luck by Chance.
Yeah.
You see the producers in that.
Yeah.
You see Rock On.
Yeah.
You see all those Bollywood producers look like a fucking bunch of idiots who don't know about filmmaking.
Yeah, they know.
Don't blame me. It's your fault. It's your fault. You did it.
It's a business, right? For them, they're not looking into the art or anything. But
that's fine. Yeah. See, I don't care if you're looking at the art form, if you're looking at the money. Okay. At the end of the day, people are paying $200. Yeah. That's what they want. They want more people to buy $200.
But I disagree. I think we've regressed the Indian audience by not making good movies for a while. Like, for example, Agni Nakshatram, all these Mani Ratnam late 80s, early 90s movies, there were the Tamil audience still understood as like, oh, this is PC Sriram's cinematography. Yeah. Where in Bollywood do you see that? You know the choreographer, you know the lyricist, you know the musician.
Got it.
Yeah, you know the producer, you know the director. And directors are also what is Karan Johar रहेगा तो like Rohit Shetty रहेगा. How do you know it's a Rohit? कार उड़ा देगा. हाँ, but no one's like, oh, वो pan-ins करता है, वो ये करता है, tripod पे shoot करता है. None of that. Yeah, hand held पे shoot करता है. Like, there are such good one-take shots that no one has even paid attention to. Gangs of Wasseypur, Rajkumar Rao chasing that, what's his name? Tangent. No, the other guy.
Rajkumar Rao. Yeah, that's a single shot. Yeah,
where his gun doesn't fire and he chases him.
You know the backstory behind that, right?
Yeah, it's a regular street.
You know the backstory behind that. Rajkumar Rao told in a, Anurag Kashyap told it in a, no, Rajkumar Rao was telling it. So basically Rajkumar Rao comes out and the gun, he has fire and it gets stuck, right? Yeah. So they have put like something was like there were 2 bullets in it, and he's supposed to fire one, and then Rajkumar like show it to him, and Rajkumar will get scared and go inside, and then they'll come and hold, right? Yeah. So when he fired, and he's supposed to block, it is not supposed to, and it fired.
Yeah.
On this take, it fired, and Anurag didn't say cut. So Rajkumar is actually scared.
Yeah.
He's actually like.
Yeah.
So that scene is natural, and since they didn't say cut. So they kept acting, and then they starts running, and Rajkumar runs. They say cut, and there is an after movie guy who's taking a video of Anurag Kashyap from the monitor.
Yeah.
He's on the ground laughing.
Yeah.
Anurag Kashyap is on the floor laughing at that scene. Scene is very viral.
Yeah.
So they did a one take shot in this one also, Vikram Veda, Hindi one.
Yeah.
Hindi, the Saif Ali Khan's introduction.
Yeah.
That is full one take.
Yeah. He comes in is like, क्या शादी हो गया बच्चों का? हाँ, अरे क्या वो क्या चल रहा है?
All that thing, they pull the steps and all is one take.
But did it need one take? That's my point. Like,
then what's the fun in shooting a movie if you're not going to creatively approach it and do more things?
No, what I'm saying is one take.
You're saying do it. You're saying
I'm saying do it, but let it land at a point, like in introduction scene where you're just like it was very style oriented, right? Shooting him from behind, he's walking in, doesn't stop, he talks to this guy, talks to that guy, sets up this thing, tum kab aaye ho, udhar jao, tum udhar ruko, idhar ruko. We don't need that.
Okay.
Right? That entire thing was they needed to set where the people who are going to get shot are, where are the people who are going to shoot, what is their planning. That's all they needed to encourage. It could have been done in many ways. You didn't need to do this. What I'm saying is, that also no one spoke about. It's not like the director is sitting in an interview and the interviewer is
because that's the thing. That's very simple because that you also answer. The interviewers don't ask that question.
Yeah.
They always ask you questions like, "To kaun prank kiya? Who was the goofy one on the sets?
Yeah. How did you put on this accent?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How did you get into the character? They also, even if they talk technical, they only talk to the actor. How did you get into the skin of the character?
Yeah.
They never ask the director what are the like if you're shooting in Rajasthan, how difficult was the shoot?
Yeah.
How did you manage the temperature, the weather conditions, the crew? Nobody compliments the crew.
Yeah.
If you see any presentation, the director doesn't come like, I want to thank my crew, because nobody even asks the director.
Yeah.
The first thing he has to say is like, I really thank Talapati for doing this movie. I'm not saying Vijay is bad. Like, I mean, he's doing his part. He's great. But we've all seen A-lister actors.
Yeah.
Who's working more, the crew or the A-lister actor?
Yeah.
Just tell this to me.
Yeah.
Who's the guy who's like carrying all the load and everything? Just one shout out, nobody tells.
Yeah.
Because the Raghunath, when I saw it was still Tamil Nadu, so it's like 40 degrees heat.
Yeah.
And I saw what it does to human beings. Towards the ending of the shoot, we had literally 4 people who fainted on the set.
Yeah, because of the heat stroke.
Heat stroke, and then they had to be rushed to the hospital.
Yeah.
But you see, like, and also it's not like the other people didn't feel the heat.
Yeah.
But when you were sitting in the monitor, there were 2 fans.
Yeah.
There was one anaconda with a big AC.
Yeah.
And the other guy was sitting in the fucking heat.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you didn't faint and he fainted. Not because he's weak.
Yeah. It's because he was pushed to his limits.
Yeah, and you had like this. I'm not saying you don't deserve it. I'm not saying that. You deserve it. I'm saying he also deserves
Correct.
it.
Agreed.
And please, can we all agree? You don't have the money to fund his
royal
treatment. So it's okay.
You'd rather give that money to promotion or something else.
Exactly. So let's agree the truth.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're an asshole for not giving him the anaconda or the AC, okay? I'm saying you don't have the money to give it to him. But one shout out would be a big help.
Yeah. VFX also we're talking about, right? Like you said, the credit is not going to the right people.
Correct.
Like the VFX that is good in Hindi movies, those are the ones that flopped. Like Shah Rukh Khan de-aging thing.
Yeah, de-aging.
Yeah, that was
the height thing.
No.
Height thing is the other
Zero.
one. Zero.
Yeah, and there was like all the American video essay guys, they're like, this is Red Chillies is actually one of the best VFX houses in the world right now.
Even Fan was great. Zero was also totally
fantastic. Yeah.
But that's the thing, right? The storytelling was so bad.
Yeah. And the story itself was so bad. Fan, actually, the story was good. But
Fan is like, dude, when you see those kind of trailers, right? You can guess.
Yeah, you know what is going to happen.
You know that this fan, for him, he was just not a fan. It became an obsession.
Yeah.
And somehow he turned negative. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't even watched the movie.
Yeah.
But I knew that will be the plot.
No, your idol rejects you, doesn't meet you, and now you want to break his life apart.
It's very similar to Iron Man 3. Like the Mandarin. How was he created?
Correct.
It's just because Iron Man blows him off. Go to the terrace, I'll meet you at 12 o'clock. He's sitting like, I'll avenge you. Yeah. We have seen patterns of that in many movies.
Yeah,
so
agreed.
And even the trailer was shot in a bad way. It was shown like, this guy rejects his own fan and because he's stuck up in his own world.
And they want to show that big action pieces.
Yeah,
but it's a regular dude.
But the whole idea was, if you just like show me the trailer, like literally nothing happened. This is the biggest fan of Shah Rukh Khan. What went on about his life, and the first time he's meeting. It just creates some curiosity.
Yeah.
And then maybe one dark twist, you can just reveal it in the trailer. People will be very curious. But when I saw fans, even the song and everything, I knew I could just predict the story.
Yeah.
I think that's why the movie was not a hit.
Yeah.
And Zero, dude, if you're doing so much on this thing, like the de-aging or like making
The
him
shorting,
short
yeah.
height, all those things.
Every shot where he's there with regular height people had 6 times the same shot was shot with that tracking software where the camera makes the same movement every time. Every actor goes back to the same position. Everything is marked.
Yeah.
And it was shot 6 times. Once Shah Rukh Khan normal height is on normal height. One time he's walking with a movable floor. So he's been put inside and he's walking. One time regular actors walking with a short guy, actual short guy, not Shah Rukh Khan, with green dots on his face. And another time, none of them. Just the background actors and the background walking in. And they patched all of this together.
So patch everything. Yeah.
Which is why even 2 people, 1 CG character, 1 non-CG character, touching and holding hands didn't look bad at all.
Yes.
Yeah. It looked natural. Flawless.
No, that's the thing. Zero and Fan, the scenes look very good. That much I'll definitely agree. But that somewhere we fuck up. It's now that's what I realized. Like the Indian filmmaking is like one department is exceptional, and the that department is literally being pulled down by all the other departments. Yeah, it's a very crab in a well mentality.
Yeah, we are not a technique country.
Yeah, we are like, and that was why do you think India's cricket team is so formidable right now?
Yeah.
Because Rahul Dravid, that guy fucker, is like, no, every department needs to work.
Yeah.
You can just have like, one fielder we have, Yuvraj Singh, one good fielder, everyone you take it chill.
Kayaf will manage everywhere.
Kayaf will manage everyone. Fucking you put him everywhere.
Yeah.
No, you don't need, you need everyone. Akshar Patel should take a catch.
Yeah.
Siraj should take a catch. Surya Kumar should take a catch.
Dude, so many match-winning catches.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how you create a formidable team. Why do you think Andrew Simons or fucking Australian cricketers will go on interview like India can be a great team if they just work a little bit more harder. They're very lazy people.
Today morning I read a Ricky Ponting statement. He's like, if we had Virat Kohli in our team, we would have not lost a single ODI World Cup game ever. You just didn't know how to play around him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You don't know how to create a team. And the thing was, we just like, we believe in movies, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, no, Virat will come and save the day.
Yeah, he's the lead guy. Yeah.
He has saved the day like multiple times. But you don't expect him to save the day all the time.
Which is why I like Rohit's captaincy. This 2023 World Cup, the final we lost. The entire World Cup, he set the tone that Virat will play 50 overs. The entire team will play around him. I will go smash and everyone else will support Virat. That's all you have to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you take it time. You score the hundreds. You take it time. Dude, he will push the run rate forward.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is coming. That's what I'm saying. That approach to movies is not
there.
Not there. Like, for example, that's why Lakshya is one of my favorite movies is because we watch every department in that. They consulted the army guys. Yeah. So if you watch, the costumes are on point. Yeah. The DOP was one of the best.
The 28-day, restriction, 28-day restriction for escaping and coming back. Even the days is perfect.
Perfect. They consulted one guy. तुम्हें 28 दिन का restriction दिया
Passing out parade, the Antim Pug, the Sukhois going over top.
Everything. That's because that works when every department sits and works.
Yeah.
But if you have one department stretching for everyone, you will not create a good movie.
I have not seen another army movie in India where the oath was shown. Yeah. Yes. I will follow the orders of the superior
by land,
officer.
By air.
Or by sea.
That scene is so funny because towards they show the cap, right?
Yeah.
I know it's shot in a movie and they've been instructed that they should come and hug Hrithik Roshan.
Yeah.
But the thing is, how would you naturally believe everyone's hugging each other?
Yeah.
But everyone's trying to hug Hrithik.
Yeah.
So Hrithik like hugs 3 guys, the 4th guy he just like and you can watch it, just rewatch that. That was one of my favorite scenes because he hugs everyone and then the 4th guy is like, bro, cut nahi bola abhi tak.
And I've been to like at least 6 NDA passing out parades.
Oh, nice.
6 batches. And the way it works is you sit here, you sit in the middle, the parade happens in front of you, the files come like this, split into 2 and climb the stairs and go through that Antim Pug. And behind that, each squadron has different celebration.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, which in Laksh it's like, hey, we are all army officers.
Because they can't show that.
Yeah, they can't show that.
Because if they show that, they have to do setup.
Yeah.
So they're like, no. IMA ka bhi kitna kuch nahi dikhaya.
Yeah.
So they shot, I know that after this thing of this, they shot way more. In IMA they shot a lot of, but edit mein kuch raha nahi.
Yeah.
Because they had to show most of it in a motivational song.
Correct.
So only like 4-5 scenes came. But I'm telling you, that's like just beautiful. I love Lakshya because it's like it should be learned. Like even the choreographer they chose, like Prabhudeva, just came for one song, fucking elevated the whole
national
thing and
award.
And he just left. But that's what I'm saying. Like in that factor,
but what they call Preeti Zinta's news reading in Hindi is pathetic in that movie.
Yeah, I know.
हम आज के समाचार सुनेंगे.
But it's you know why I liked it, because she is an English news reader.
Yeah,
and then
okay.
she's trying to speak Hindi.
Yeah.
So for me, it didn't look that bad. I'm not saying I'm not
Yeah.
disagreeing that her Hindi was good.
Yeah.
And if you're a newsreader from Delhi, of course your Hindi should be impeccable.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Yeah, you're from Delhi. You're the capital. Hindi is the main
Yeah.
language there. So how do you commute? Like if you have to ask some guy. I'm just saying. But the whole thing was...
You were saying something else. Sorry.
No, but I'm saying like that's the whole thing I'm talking about. Like if you pick up every movie, even if you Bahubali,
Yeah.
great graphics, great thing, but the protagonist acting is very
Very weak.
very weak.
It's all like what do you call announcements.
Yeah.
All his dialogues are announcements.
Yeah.
मैं आ गया हूँ. मैं फोड़ दूंगा.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at like Prabhas as an actor when I'm watching this movie is like even those things is very like the eyes are not acting for me. Like
Yeah.
okay when I watch Bahubali, but the villain is doing a great. Rana on the other hand is
Yeah.
being an actual asshole. And
Yeah.
you fucking love it. Nasser with him is like elevating the scene
Yeah.
to the next level.
Ramya Krishnan's dialogues are
Ramya
amazing.
Krishnan is on point, and then you see one guy stand out.
Yeah.
You know why? That's because producers like nahi mujhe Prabhas hi chahiye, which is fine. Why didn't you send him to an acting course?
Yeah. Why didn't you?
You're like telling him to, dude, did you know that Rajamouli asked them to, they were 130 kgs while shooting Bahubali. Both of them, the villain and the hero.
Yeah, yeah.
They were asked to put on so much weight.
Yeah. They worked out together actually.
They worked out together and they were told their diet was like some 30 eggs per day.
Yeah.
They had to do so much bulking up. When you're doing that, on the way, go to an acting class also. Not just like...
Or a tea subject for them.
Crash course. Just like take an acting coach. Like
on the way, why don't you do the thing that they hired you for?
Yeah, exactly. So I was just thinking like, I'm not shitting on the guy, but I'm just saying that's how much lack of effort like...
I agree.
Like
I agree.
You will never hear that about Leonardo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Like when you watch, if you watch Troy and then you watch Moneyball.
Yeah.
He's a middle-aged divorced man.
It's the same guy. Yeah.
Middle-aged divorced man in Moneyball, and this guy is like the best warrior.
Yeah.
Why does he fit both the things? It's not just because he looks good, dude.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
There are other things to that also.
Why did he have to learn the Pikey accent for Snatch?
Yeah.
Why did he get it absolutely right?
On point. I'm just saying that's the thing. Actors also take a next step level. But I'm saying if Prabhas had done that for fucking Bahubali, he would have been the chief minister of Telangana by now. He had just done that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying even like in there's so many movies that I can pick as examples because I love these movies because one department excelled.
Yeah.
But the other department just like kind of pulled it back. Like, you know, but like what other movies there is
one movie where the movies where I think all departments hit 100% home run everywhere is all Sriram Raghavan movies.
Yes.
Yeah, Ek Hasina Thi, Johnny Gaddar, Merry Christmas, Andhadhun.
All these movies.
Top notch.
Yeah.
Filmmaking is top notch. Dialogue writing is top notch. Actors are serving their role. Ayushmann Khurrana may be a big star, but here you have to do only your part.
And dude, come on, you're on the screen with Tabu.
Better bring your A game. Yeah.
If you fuck up, she will steal the scene away from you.
Yeah.
And watch, you know what? Another movie that did a great everything in their department, but they were fucked over by budget is Talwar.
Oh yes.
They were fucked over by budget because I'm pretty sure they didn't have the budget, but every department of that movie, actors are on point.
Yeah,
Even the Delhi police, dude, that guy, the way you hate him. He's such a good actor when like Irfan takes a bat and fucking smacks him on the butt.
Yeah.
I love those scenes. Talwar is a great movie, but got fucked over by budget, production, this thing.
Yeah.
But you see like Zero, fucking great graphics, they got fucked up by storytelling.
Yeah.
And then Rohit Shetty, with all due respect, his first movies are not that bad.
Yeah, Zameen was his first movie.
Not first, I mean like the initial movies, how he became famous. The action was very well choreographed.
Yeah,
if you think about it. Like his first, the police one, what is that?
Zameen. Yeah.
Who was the hero on this?
Ajay Devgan and Abhishek Bachchan.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I think I would have seen the scene. I don't remember. What is the next movie he did that?
Golmaal.
Not Golmaal? He
Yeah.
did Golmaal?
After that he did Golmaal.
He did Golmaal? Jesus.
Rohit Shetty made Golmaal, Golmaal 2, Golmaal 3, Golmaal 4.
I knew the trilogy was made by
Then Singham. Then he made Simba. Then he made Suryavansham. Yeah. Suryavansham. Pa 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 pa. Poo poo.
No,
poo.
coming back to the topic, I think I might be a little ignorant on Rohit Shetty's kind of part. I will agree with that because I have like when you watch his initial movies, whatever I've seen. I think the stunt is not that bad, the choreography.
Yeah.
But it's just that one level of fame once you cross, right? He's just surrounded by sir. आप बोलेगा तो ठीक ही रहेगा. And that's when you see the.
See.
My only question to you is how was American or Hollywood or any other movie industry in majority? I'm not saying all of them.
Yeah.
Has crossed that threshold even when they're so famous. they have people who like, oh, that's bad. Like, otherwise, I don't think so. Like, for me, like, Leonardo DiCaprio's career or Brad Pitt's career is not justified.
No, that's because in India, you fuck up your tone with an important guy on the set, you could lose your job. No one will hire you. Vivek Oberoi can lose his career at the peak. But in Hollywood, the unions are way too strong. The union will fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah, your stardom is in check because there is a union. तू कोई भी तोपो 1 बजे lunch break मतलब 1 बजे lunch break. And if you cross 5 p.m. today, you pay us for tomorrow also.
Got it. Oh, it's raining.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh, thank God. I didn't water the plants today.
Even 1 minute, 2 minute overtime, it's not even like, 30 seconds done. No, you pay us more.
Oh, got it. So yeah, that's why they're in check.
So the union will fuck you up. And the union has a representation. They have lawyers. They have public media people, public relations people. It's like a company of technicians.
So like you get to be the famous guy outside the shoot, but once you enter the shoot,
you are another contributor. Obviously, you have privileges.
Yeah.
You have a better vanity van. You have an assistant.
That's obvious. You take that. I mean, you're bringing tickets with your face. You're bringing tickets, so you enjoy that privileges.
Yeah, you can be rude to someone, but you can't fuck anyone over. So the director can still be like, and also, dude, in an American movie, in a Hollywood movie, director is the captain of the ship, not the guy who brings the tickets. Like Brad Pitt is not the captain of the set. Everything is not being around the actor. That schedule, when it starts, when it stops, where the camera should be is not decided. I don't like how I look. Fuck that. Director is the main guy. He's leading it.
Brad Pitt and Leonardo, they do take up. But like if they're working with Tarantino, they don't.
Yeah.
But it's like...
I mean, if you want... That's the thing. Brad Pitt still is desperate to work with Tarantino.
True.
Yeah. No one here is... Like, people will maybe extend that for Mani Rathnam.
No, I think like Shah Rukh Khan has that. Because like I've seen like his career, I've seen a lot of movies like Hey Ram, Ludo.
Mani Rathnam,
like he saw Lakshya, and then he said Farhan Akhtar is like Dawn.
Yeah.
Right, and Dawn, the remake is actually fucking good.
Very good, dude. And the
Priyanka
twist
Chopra
is
one.
beautiful.
Yeah, the twist is very good. That first Dawn. It's very nice. And it's shot also very badass.
Yeah.
And to pull it off with Shah Rukh Khan, who's like known as a romantic hero.
Yeah.
But he was introduced as a badass. Like
5-6 first films are all negative roles.
Yeah, but then you bring him back very nicely. He did it. So like, I think Shah Rukh Khan has done that. Like the reason why he went to Atli. Atli is not because he's like, bro, I want to work with a different director.
Yeah. I don't want to keep doing the same things.
Yeah, I want to work with a different director. I want to reach that audience also.
Yeah.
I want to reach his audience as well. I want to reach Mani Ratnam's audience. I want to reach Kamal Hassan's audience.
And like, even he did a good job in Hey Ram. Yeah.
Hey Ram did a very good job.
Good movie also.
Movie is very ahead of his time. Frankly, it's very, very ahead.
I recently watched it and I remembered why I couldn't sit through it the first time I watched it when it came out.
It was a little dark.
Yeah, it's very. There's no hope anywhere.
Yeah, there is no hope.
Yeah.
You feel it. You watch Hey Ram, you're like, भाई इसका कटने वाला है और मैं देखने वाला हूँ.
हाँ, और वो बताने वाला है कि क्यों और कैसे कटा.
हाँ, और you know what? मुझे पता है क्यों कटने वाला है because of my country.
Yeah.
और हालातें. हालातें is the word.
हालात ही कुछ ऐसे थे.
हाँ, exactly.
So you had a great you wanted to tell a story on the podcast.
Oh fuck! Is that time? It's 40 minutes.
Yeah, we got it. What?
Oh bro, it's one of you will love the story. This is the last corporate I went to Delhi to do a show. So I completely forgot about this because you started talking about the corporate. But you have no. The thing was, I booked a flight and the free ticket was the center one.
Okay.
So not even the aisle or the window. I'm already pissed, and they have given me a minimum budget to book flights. So I like went to 7,000 रुपए का book किया और भी सड़ा हुआ seat. But it's Air India, तो खाना मिल रहा था. I was a little happy.
Oh, okay.
थोड़ा खाना.
Was it that A380 new aircraft?
No.
Oh, okay. Your normal Boeing.
Actually, I didn't see. I just.
No, you would know because it's new and spacious and big.
Yes, it was actually. It was decent.
Oh, A380 then.
A380, I think. Yeah, maybe I think so. Yeah. But it was not like. Oh yeah, it was actually pretty.
Was it a
premium? Premium economy and economy.
Yeah. Was it a Chennai, Bangalore, Delhi flight? And you boarded it in Bangalore?
Yes.
Yeah, it is A380.
Yeah, correct. So that's you almost fucking Sherlock Holmes over here.
Yo, bro.
Like into planes.
Elementary Watson.
Yeah, exactly. Very nice.
Yeah.
So the thing was, I'm already pissed that I saw like a 11 a.m. flight. I'm sitting there and I go to T2 and you're like, fucking T2, you have to keep walking towards the end of the world before you reach the before you reach the gate.
Yeah, now it looks like you're going through a jungle.
Yeah, exactly. You just keep walking, and then finally my
it's like the first 5 minutes of Anaconda.
You're just going through the ward. On your right, you can see. So it is like, okay, I go sit there, and it's already, of course, Air India, it's late.
Yeah.
So boarding was at like 11:15. They started the boarding at 11:45. 11:45, and the flight is like 12 o'clock. So we finished boarding by 12:15. And then 20 minutes we are at the plane. I sit, and then I notice on my right, the window seat is one guy. He has like 2 phones, 3 rings, formal shirt, like a business. And on the go like, sir, हम पैसा दे देंगे sir, आप invoice तो भेज दीजिए. And that's the guy, okay, sitting there.
Yeah.
On my left,
builder.
Yes, a builder or like jewelry,
political consultant,
jewelry or something like that. Okay, a tiles ka business, something like that. I knew it.
Yeah, came here to meet suppliers.
Yeah, his favorite word is kajaria. Like that's how he
इसीलिए देश के एयरलाइन से जा रहा है.
Exactly, he looked like that. Okay, so but on my left is a cabin crew. Girl, okay, and so like she's sitting here and she's not wearing cabin crew. She's in her
civil dress,
but she has that thing with the net. You know the
bun,
bun and the net on top of it.
Yeah.
Whatever you call that.
Yeah, जो stocking से काट के सर पे लगा दिया.
Exactly. Something that looks like that only. Exactly. And then I'm sitting there, and she's pretty, dude. She's damn pretty. Okay, she's going from she's going to Delhi, and I have not even spoken to her. I'm like, you know that point, like that Fast and Furious. Tokyo Drift, there's a scene where I'll explain the scene. So basically these guys are going on the Japan highway at around like 110 miles or 120 miles, and then he's driving, he looks at the cops, and the cops don't follow him, and the guy who's on the he's just chilled, he's just like writing, he's like, dude, I saw cops. He's like, dude, relax. Like, what are you saying? Japanese cops have a speedometer, and all their all their vehicles are standard. Their max speed is only 100. So when you're going at 120, they don't even try. That's how you know you're safe.
Yeah.
So he's chill. So like they're going over speed, but they're going so much over speed. They're like, nobody's gonna chase you.
She's 120.
Yeah, she was 120. So I was like a Japanese cop. I kept the speedometer on her face. I'm like, I'm not even trying. Okay?
You have a TVS champ.
Yeah, I have a champ. I'm sitting there. I'm like not even attempting. I'm thinking like, मैं सोने वाला हूँ यार. I was put on, and then. And this guy's also not talking to me. And there is a fucking couple behind me with a baby which is crying. It's like the worst.
Oh my god.
You're thinking like, oh, why does this happen to me?
Yeah.
All this shit is happening, but the story's gonna turn good because now it started. It's funny, okay. Flight started, and then they came with the starter, and they gave one starter. This lady looks at me. She's like, the cabin crew looks at me. She's like, hey, do you want to play a game of Ludo?
Whoa.
And I was so shocked that she asked me this. I didn't know how to react, so I looked at her like, no, I'm very sleepy.
Why are you like this, dude? Why are you like this?
This girl said,
the right question would have been, which color do you prefer? You take the blue, I'll take the green.
So I'm so stupid. I look at her, I'm like, no, I'm actually sleepy. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Once you've said that, you can't be like, actually, I changed my mind. Can I get a coffee? Yeah, let's start Ludo.
It's so funny that you mentioned it because I lied down. I mean, I closed my eyes and then I was talking to myself like an idiot. I'm like, are you a fucking idiot?
Yeah.
Dude, that's the hottest chick that has ever spoken to you. Dude, she was so hot and she was elegant also. She's like that. You know that kind of elegant girl who sneezes like...
This is what you think elegance is.
But you get what I'm saying, right? She sneezed next to me and she's like... Excuse me? And then she like immediately like took out like Dettol and then she's like hand sanitizer.
Proper.
Proper. And she's sitting like next to me and then for 10 minutes I waited. I was like, hey, actually I'm not sleepy. Do you want to play Ludo? I asked her. I'm not sleepy. She's like, yeah, cool, we can play. She opens, we start playing, and I'm like, this is what happens to me at that day, dude. Of course, I lose the match. My luck. It was I was winning, and then she fucking
You lost it before you started, but
of
that's
course,
fine.
That I know. So she beat me at Ludo, and then I wanted to ask her like...
You are not reaching the temple in the middle.
Bro, I was winning up front. And then the way she made a comeback, it was like fucking rigged. It's like she just kept getting 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. And she just won, okay? And then I wanted to say, fuck, I want a rematch, but she just immediately closed the phone. So I was like, she was done. So I was like, fuck. So like, okay, let's go back. I think it's done. Nothing's gonna happen. And then we start talking. I asked her like, where are you coming from? She's like, I'm a cabin crew. I was like, oh, that's why. She's like, yeah. and those are all my friends. They're sitting in the front, and she's coming from a flight from Birmingham.
Oh,
Birmingham to London, from Birmingham to Chennai. Sorry, Bangalore. And Bangalore, she's going back to Delhi. I was like, oh, so you're going back home? It's like, yeah, I'm from Delhi. Oh, nice. So what do you do? No, I have another flight in the evening. I'm going back to London from Delhi.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Of course.
And me too. I'm coming back to Bangalore tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm like, she didn't even ask me, dude. What do you do? Nothing. I was like ready. Like stand-up comedian, artist. I can just be like, well, I do stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
And she didn't even ask me what do you do. So she's just sitting there. I'm like, okay, how do we start a conversation? That's when it hit, bro. The whole great point was, when it started, the baby started crying. And trust me, all this while that, baby's crying and you hate it, she's hating the fact that the baby's crying.
Yeah.
I hate the fact, and then we started talking like, how fuck all this baby, and I'm like, bro, but the baby looks so cute.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, it's so annoying when cute babies cry.
Yeah.
So the conversation's continuing.
You can never get used to this, huh?
Yeah. And I'm just like, and bro, I was never, all the 9 years of comedy that I've learned, this was the moment where I used it. I am hitting bangers out of bangers. She is laughing her ass off. Like I'm telling, like, you know what? You know why we have a baby? Because it's premium. It's economy. Yeah. When you buy an economy ticket, baby comes with it. And she bursts out laughing. She's like, that's so funny. It's so true. If you go to the premium, the baby's acquired. And then
the baby's crying, then say, excuse me.
Excuse me. And then she comes up with a story. She's like, hey, but that's true, dude. Birmingham, I was coming back from a flight in Birmingham. There was this kid, European kid who was just sitting there. So well behaved. Something about Indian kids, they're just so annoying. And I'm like, you know what? This is not the time to be woke. This is not the time to be patriotic. This is the time to flirt. I was like, you're absolutely right. Only I wish fucking Indian babies suck. Indian babies should not be born. Like I'm just like, fuck Indian babies. I'm throwing them under the bus at every context. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I'm flirting with her, and then this guy, I thought the topic ends. Like, no, one more. The guy next to us, she starts making fun of him to me in my ear, and we both are like smiling, and he's looking, and we both are like,
oh, dude, this is a Mani Rathnam movie.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. So she's looking at me like, dude, look at him. He has like 3 rings on his hand. And I'm like, yeah, bro, one for each luck. Like all that jokes, like one after the other. And then this guy, I saw him do like when the flight was up, he was taking a video like this, Snapchat. And I told her, do you know what? He is on Snapchat. And she's like, he's on Snapchat? How the fuck is he on Snapchat? Just continuing conversation towards... We land, dude. I'm thinking like, man, you've never been this good in keeping a conversation with a hot chick. And right when it lands, immediately she gets a call. She's like, हाँ भैया आप आ गए क्या? हाँ मेरा फ्लाइट अभी लैंड हुआ है. मैं जैसे बाहर आ रही हूँ. I'll come back soon. Just आप wait कीजिए gate पे. And then she goes, my flight is landed. My driver is already at the thing. My husband will be waiting for me. And I'm like, like I had a chance otherwise.
No, dude, you never know. I mean.
But no, it's never gonna. She's a cabin crew. Like, it's just a conversation. But the thing is, the remorse when she said my husband is waiting for me.
You couldn't hide it.
Yeah, I could have like literally how Jyotin goes, oh man.
Oh man.
Like that's how I went. I just went like, oh man, and then it's like, and immediately because she was coming back from this thing, so she had huge luggage, okay, and somewhere in the bag and like in the upstairs cabinet or up cabinet also. She just immediately got up, started taking out the bag, ghosted me, bro. All like. 45 minutes of great intense conversation, flight landed, nothing after that. And now this fucking guy is looking at me like, बहुत बात किया ना?
मेरे बारे में बात किया?
अब आगे ना औकात में.
मेरी girlfriend बाहर खड़ी है.
That guy is looking at me like, yeah.
One of the ring is for her.
He's looking at me like, yeah, too much you had, no? And nothing, dude. She just immediately started talking to her friend. She didn't even say bye. I felt weird to wish her like, it was nice meeting you. And she like, oh, yeah, it was nice meeting you. Chalo, bye. And then she just left, just zoomed out. And then I fucking got off the plane, sad as a fucker. And then I went and did my show and I just came back.
Oh, dude.
What a story. I was
But you know what? You should treat this as practice. Yeah. This is practice, bro. You should never,
Yeah, next time a girl says, do you want to play Ludo? You say yes. You don't go like, मेरे को नींद आ रही है.
Yeah, like, but I will play blue.
I'll play blue. Yeah, exactly. You know what? I should have, coming back like a watching the match analytics. I realized What did we do wrong here?
Yeah, I think the reading of the pitch was wrong.
Exactly.
Didn't assess the conditions accurately.
Like Pep Guardiola, like you should do this and all this thing.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking, I was like when she lost, beat me in the first game, I should have immediately said no, I want a rematch. I should have made it like a best of 3.
Yeah.
I should have continued the conversation. I should have like not force myself, but you know what, like be a bit more confident.
No, be more in the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Not
I'm
get
not
into your
gonna
head
get
too
late.
much.
I want to win Ludo.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
yeah.
my intention.
Yeah.
I don't care what you are, but dude,
No one wants to sleep with guys more than girls who know that you are not trying to sleep with them.
That's true.
Yeah.
This auto pinadi எழுதி வைக்கலாம்.
Yeah, no, because dude, I look the way I do, and I looked even uglier when I was in my early 20s.
Oh man, you didn't.
When I was going to the US, before that my dad is like, go meet all your relatives. You never meet anyone, never talk to anyone. So I'll book a flight for you to Hyderabad, then go to Bangalore, be with your brother for some time, and then leave. So I was taking a Air India flight from Pune to Hyderabad, which was a Pune-Bangalore flight via Hyderabad. Pune, Bangalore via Hyderabad.
Okay.
That was the flight. I was getting down at Hyderabad. So someone sat in my seat, so I was like, fuck, man, this. And this is the time when they wrote down a seat number saying, sir, I put the wrong code. Your seat is actually this. And someone else was sitting in that seat, so I showed it to the this thing, and the only seat next to a really pretty girl, okay, looked like my age, maybe a year older. And I was like, I'm going to sit. And then that's when I saw she was talking to the auntie to her right. She's in the middle, auntie's to the right.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, fuck.
You are the window seat?
No, I'm the aisle.
You are the aisle. Okay, got it.
And I was like, oh, fuck. Now she's with her mom, dude. I can't do anything. But I sat down after 5 minutes. I'm like, hey, is this comfortable? Your mom? She's like, it's not my mom. She's not my mom. She's some lady, dude. I was like, oh. She's like, what do you do? Where are you going? And I started talking, dude. Cute chick. The first thing I commented was, I wish I was as small as you, because she did mandi galke, she sat in the middle.
On that. Oh, yeah. Perfect.
And girls are cute when they do that.
Petite.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm just coming from Osho ashram. I was like, ooh.
She's
liberal
insecure.
heart.
She's insecure.
Yeah, and liberal person. Yeah, will let me in.
Yes.
And then I was talking to
Osho
her.
ashram, you have dad issues.
Yes. And
angry,
then she told me about her tattoo. I was like, what tattoo do you have? She's like, I have a tattoo on my neck saying Aham Brahmasmi. I was like, whoa. I was like,
Aham Hornyasmi.
Yeah. Then we hung out. Dude, I'm such a pussy. We had a great conversation. We spoke about culture. We spoke about Osho Ashram. Did you go to this place in Pune? She's like, if you're coming to Bangalore, you should check this out. You should check that out. All of that we spoke about. And right before I was landing in Hyderabad, I was standing. I took my bag and I was standing. I'm like, hey, nice talking to you. She's like, hey, you're going to be in Bangalore in 4 days, right? Hit me up. And she gave me her phone number.
Nice.
Yeah. And this is button wala phone. I came to the baggage and I texted her, dude. I would have never done that. But I did it. She's like, looking forward to meeting you. It's a date. I was like, wow.
Oh, nice.
This is 2011, bro.
Yeah.
I had game for
Bro, you need that to fucking, like, that is, that gives that masculinity, that gives you that boost.
Yeah, totally.
It was like, no, dude, it's not about your looks are fine.
Yeah.
The fact that the cabin crew chick spoke to me for 35 minutes, like, she didn't feel creeped out at any moment. And the thing was, it was not even like I was trying to impress her. The food came, I ate everything. I was not trying to like, I behave. Like when the girl came for coffee and all, this one I was like, I have a black coffee. I was like, give me tea, madam. I want black coffee. I didn't care. I didn't want to get laid or like, I want to have tea, dude. Fucking give me tea.
Yeah. It goes a long way.
Yeah, she's just like, oh yeah, he's not trying to impress me. Otherwise, any normal guy would have been like, oh, actually black coffee for me too.
Yeah.
And she's like, dude, she can see your tummy. Calm down.
Everyone
is not doing a great job.
Everyone knows to khadak chammach wali chai pita.
Exactly. So that's the thing. When you like, that's true, dude. When you don't try to get into their pants, they want you. They want you badly.
They want you badly.
It's so fucked up.
Or like if you go over the top and not try to impress them or make them laugh also, like I'm like, I just be a nice guy. I've gotten
that is
friend
like,
zoned, brother zoned also.
That's like they wait for you, but it's like a train that's about to leave.
Yeah. You need to recognize that now the train wants you to board it.
It's a window that you have to catch, like a docking.
If
you miss it, someone else will come and dock. It's a very like every woman is an international
I repeat, do not dock, Dr. Man. I repeat, do not attempt.
You have a moment where before, like, and the thing is, when you come closer, women do that Mayday. That's like their thing, like you know, that's their Mayday. If you miss that, that means the next guy is on the thing.
Yeah,
women get laid like it's interviews. You know, if you don't show up for the meeting, if you were late, someone else is candidate number 33.
No, immediately you're rejected.
Yeah, immediately you're like, go home, please. You were that's the thing. But that's true, like, because, and the thing is, what I want to tell you something. I forgot about this thing. Like, yeah, this is true, okay. So, we're movie friends, we all met, and then we were like, other friends also met, like, the family of that friend, like, you know, girlfriend or someone else. And then I met my movie friend, and these are girls, okay. And then we are talking, we are fucking having fun. We're talking about movie, we're talking about this. We are like laughing our ass off. My friend's girlfriend literally thought that I'm hitting on this chick. And I was like, when she said like, no, she's a nice person. It's not like she's ugly or something, but but I never looked at it that way. She's just damn funny. Everyone on the movie set, there was this one pretty chick, okay. She was like one of the makeup artists for Kirti Suresh, and she's a good friend now. So we were on the set. I knew like I was not hitting on her. Like I was hitting on the other chick. Yeah. So I was like, okay, you can't hit on the same group. You can't hit on two. That's unethical.
Yeah, unprofessional.
Unprofessional. You know.
There's maintain decorum.
Yeah. So I was the other chick. I was just talking to her like a friend. I swear to God, I was way better with her than the other one. The one that I actually wanted to impress. With her, I was like, "Khana khaya kya tumne?" Like. I was like, did you eat all that stupid?
You know where guys fuck up? Yeah. Normally, you're the sort of guy who will say tu to everyone. But the girl you like, you're like, tum, up. You just go inconsistent. Yeah, exactly. You go between tu, tum, up.
Oh, it's true, dude. Yeah. It's the guys with like, you know, when you're on your laptop and there are just too many tabs open. That's how guys are with the girls they like.
That's very funny. Yeah, you know, the system slows down because
system slows down. Everything is like
you hang every now and then.
Yeah, exactly. You hang it, but it's like the girl you're not attracted to. Oh my God! It's only one app is open. Yeah. It's working on all MB is working on that.
Yeah, no, you're going analog.
Exactly. You cannot fail. Yeah. That's the truth. And you know what? I did that date back to my school times. The chick that I liked, I always used to fucking talk in a horrible way. Yeah. But the chick I never was attracted to, flawless.
Yeah. You're funny. You're exchanging stories. One thing is leading to another.
Exactly.
Yeah. No conversation seems forced.
The whole idea is I have to talk to you like how I talk to a dude.
Yeah. Exactly. How you have to talk to her like you talk to a dude while you're wearing formals.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what? No, I'll give you how is what. You're talking to a dude, but it's not a dude you know.
Yeah, it's an acquaintance.
It's like a railway train mein jo dude milta hai na.
Correct.
How you talk to that dude. Yeah. That's how you have to talk to a woman on a date.
Yeah, because with a dude, 30 minutes into the train ride, you're like, sutta bitayega.
It's like, you have to give that respect that you're meeting for the first time. Yeah. But you also have to be like, abhi chalna.
Yeah.
That decorum has, and the closeness has to be.
You have to do a little bit of, okay, you're that type.
Exactly. Yeah. You have to throw them off.
Yeah,
that's what I've realized, and that you do with anyone in the conversation. You try to roast them, they roast you. That's when they become comfortable.
Today I read an article that said couples who make fun of each other a lot, they are happier and live longer.
Exactly. Yeah, that is true. That I've always like. That is my prime game. Yeah. With me, every girl I've dated 2 years, 3 years, we have a lot of fun because I make fun of her. She makes fun of me. The 4th year is like. She's like, you always make fun of me. You never take anything seriously. That's where it goes down the hill.
But if you friendly flirt with married women also, right? It's been a while since it has happened to them. They appreciate it. Then you can literally be like, acha, you're married. You can actually be like, kash mein pehle milta tumko.
Yeah, I've done that.
You know what? I'll set you up with a friend. I'm like, boom, that's what I wanted. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want your sympathy. I want your friend's phone number who's not married.
Yes, exactly.
Right, yeah.
You need to play the game. So that's something that it took me a lot of time to realize that. It's like the lesser you want to get laid, the faster you will.
Yeah. I was too afraid to get laid, so I think I got laid because of that.
No, I mean, that everyone is afraid. They're like, dude, if I don't, this your own ego questioning you. Like, are you gay?
Yeah, exactly.
Your heart is like, when you're like, no, dude, I'm not. I was like, you're trying to justify to your own self. Like, no, I was watching stepmom porn only. Think like that. Like, you try to justify yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching that porn only. No, how can I be gay? And the man like, but it's been 3 weeks since you had sex. You're like, what? I mean, not 3 weeks, 3 months. That would be the ideal number. 3 weeks is still too. It's a good number for me, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, coming back. How much? We're done 1 hour. It's a very awkward place.
No, but plane, I feel like when you're anticipating everything to go wrong, right? Some fat guy who's taking your space, some baby who's crying on the side, food sucks, plane is late, you're a little stuffy. You slept off in the waiting for the plane at the gate.
Yeah.
So now you know your breath stinks.
Yes.
Yeah, all of those things. When you have even a half decent conversation, right? You remember it for longer. That's what I
And
remember.
also like seeing having a pretty chick sitting next to you in the flight is like, you know those scenes in a war movie, there is a sunflower. Like one flower that's blooming and you see full carnage around.
Yeah.
That's what a pretty girl is in a flight next to you. Because you're right, everything you hate.
Yeah.
You hate the people traveling.
You
with
hate how much they made you wait at the airport.
Yes,
you hate how much time it will take to get the cab. Yeah.
You're like cramped up because you don't have money.
Yeah.
And every flight I've taken reminds me of my own financial status.
Same. Yeah.
Because and also you enter, you see the business class.
Yeah.
You see those rich fuckers sitting like like this.
And then opening the paper
this. And then I saw, dude, this Air India, I got so angry because it was like business class in the front. They had towels, dude.
Yeah.
And the air hostess
Air India.
they gave them the towel as I'm crossing.
The hot towel.
Yeah.
The
I don't know if it
to
was
dab
hot or
your
something.
face.
Yeah, whatever. They gave them a towel.
Was it rolled like a spring roll?
Yes.
Yeah, that is a hot towel.
And they gave it to them, and I'm as I'm crossing, the girl's like, "Sir, please keep walking." And she said the most. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Every flight you take just reminds you of your financial
status. Yeah.
And a chick talking to you makes you forget everything. Like.
Yes, I 100% agree.
It's the same thing when you're too stressed. You kind of like put one out. You rub one.
Yeah.
It's the same. You want to forget everything.
Yeah.
That's what a pretty chick does.
You want to bring the world to this moment and this moment
exactly.
only. Yeah.
It's like I'm not trying to get laid. I'm using you as a distraction.
Yeah.
You talking to me is kind of like feeding everything. Is like, dude, I know the world is bad, but a pretty girl is talking to you.
Yeah.
Why don't you look at the brighter side? I think that's what it is.
And also, like, I don't know how to put this, but that staying in that moment, it doesn't happen as much as when you're in a stressful situation and you find a little bit of glimmer of hope, right? That, like, for example, if your bike breaks down and you're sweating, everything, but if there is a good restaurant nearby, what do you say? Yeah, anyway, it's fucked. I have to push it to the mechanic. Let me park it here. Khana kha ke nikalte hain. While you're eating that, you're appreciating everything about that meal.
Like, because as soon as this ends, that starts.
Yeah. And so I don't want to think about it.
True. It's so it's true. That's why I think middle-aged men or older men are generally more angry. Because a prettier chick doesn't talk to them. Because as you grow older, the possibility of that happening reduces exponentially.
Yeah, because women your age are not well kept up, or you think it's uncharted territory.
Your age are already married. They're
traveling with their child,
husband or something. So, when you're in your 20s or 30s, there's a chance of you meeting a random stranger who's unmarried, or like the chance. But that's why I see those middle-aged men who are 40, 45. They are so angry on the flight because the same thing that you're going through, they're going through, but they don't have that glimmer of hope.
Yeah, I agree.
So I kind of understand their anger, their frustration.
Even rubbing one out has lost its charm now.
Yes, exactly. For them, rubbing one out is like starting that generator, which is very old.
No, it's they rub one out just like they service their car. 3,000 kilometers or 6 months, whichever comes sooner.
Exactly. They're rubbing on us like how they go to the... They're reading on paper as they're rubbing on us. They're reading the magazine. They're like, let's do this. They are angry if they don't come. They're like, mujhe jaldi jana hai yaar.
Yeah, it's that age when you're rubbing one out while fantasizing about another time when you were younger, when you rubbed out.
Oh my God, that is the nostalgia wank.
Yeah, nostalgia of the last wank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, last service.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That is true. So I totally get it why middle-aged men in flights or trains are generally very angry, because there is no glimmer of hope.
Yeah, I agree.
And I see that I'm losing that as I the options are reducing, because see, sometimes now I reach that age where I have like salt and pepper hair and there's like grey hair on my beard, which is pretty visible.
Yeah.
So I know that I have lost that 20 to 25-year-old chick will never even look at me, because they're like, okay, I can visibly tell he's older than me.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not attracted to them, but but I know these chicks will never look at me.
Yeah.
So the chicks that will look at me are 30 plus.
Yeah.
And
the likelihood of them being single is less.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I can see it closing, like, you know, like those walls that...
Don't worry, don't lose
No,
hope.
I'm not worrying. I'm just... Don't tell me don't lose hope.
Don't lose hope, bro. There are enough divorces happening in this world. There will be a...
Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
I matched with this 40-year-old chick recently. 40-year-old chick. I think unmarried. She has a kid and all.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it didn't go anywhere. But she looked pretty good. She looked very...
Pretty good for 40.
Yeah, she looked pretty good for 40. And she was nice, but... That's the whole thing, right? When you're too occupied with work, so some reason you don't have the time.
Yeah.
And also when you live with your parents, it's so fucked up, dude.
I know.
It's like I understand that whole living like a bachelor. Why do people move out? Parents, I know they're never gonna watch this podcast.
Yeah.
It's not because they hate you. It's just they want to get some action.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. Just understand that.
Yeah.
And it's not gender based. It's
Yeah.
men and women both.
Yeah, I agree.
They are moving out not because they want that freedom. They want to live on their own. They want to get some action.
And they don't want to like fool CBI to meet a guy. Yeah.
They don't want to play this game of like fucking Sherlock Holmes, like not to leave any breadcrumbs.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks so much for a girl because when they leave, they can't tell where they're actually going.
Yeah.
Right, a club.
Yeah.
So they wear some other pair of clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then stop at a cafe and change.
And all that stuff. So I understand why they moved to Bangalore, and you see in pubs and all these girls get so drunk and they hook up with guys they're not that attracted to. It's because it's pent up frustration.
Yeah.
It's totally, and it's with everyone, dude. It's men and women. I remember when I moved out, it was so easy.
Yeah.
It was a WhatsApp text.
Yeah.
Come over.
Yeah.
But when you're living with your parents, it's like, oh.
Friday evening, 6:30 to 8 p.m. Do you have? Yeah.
Are you available at 4 in the morning? Because that's when my parents sleep.
Yeah.
Before the sun rises, you have to leave, huh?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what I understand. Like living with your parents and like and that's the reason why I'm not active on Bumble. Because even when you match with someone, you're like,
Yeah.
where is this gonna go?
Yeah.
Where is this gonna go? But one thing I'm for sure though, because since you're not the guy who has done a lot of Bumble dating.
No. None.
Once you grow old, it's like how you sit for work now. Like you know your work.
Yeah.
You just like pop.
Yeah.
That's how Bumble is also.
Okay.
Like I read bios, and if I have a conversation within 3-4 messages, like maybe 20 minutes of conversation, I can tell if it's gonna go somewhere.
Work out some. Yeah. Okay.
Go somewhere or not. It's like some things are just right out of the blue. I'm like, oh shit. You're a nice person, but this is not gonna work out.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's just a misfit. I'm really sorry.
No, and also the older you get, the more set in your ways you are.
Yeah.
So you know what you don't want.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you're not as flexible as you were before. So you're like, yeah, I won't be able to put up with this thing. Yeah.
Like I matched with this chick. Okay, very nice person. She spoke so well. She was a Tamilian. Very nicely. She was funny when I met her. We were talking, and she's like, I don't eat non-veg. I was like, okay, that's fine. You don't eat non-veg. Then she said, no, I don't drink also. I'm like, huh?
What do you do then?
She's like, no, I don't like doing it. It's not like I have not tried it. I tried it, but I didn't like the taste, so I never tried it again. See, I'm like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
But sorry.
Yeah. Because a person like that will never be able to understand why you drink. It's not that I want you to drink with me. Yeah. It's your choice. Don't drink. But I need you to know why I did this. Yes. Like I always looked for a girl who would understand why I smoke. You know? The temptation should...
Yeah. But like she never drank and she never drinks. I was just like, she's 30 and I'm like, how did you get by this world?
Yeah. What do you do for fun?
Yeah. How did you, how sorted are you?
Yeah. Like, I won't be able to get out of my house on a Friday evening thinking, aaj paneer tikka khayenge. Yeah. I'm always thinking, beer ke sath kya khayenge?
Exactly.
Yeah.
True. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not like, and also the thing is, I want, and the kind of chicks that I want who drink, they're always like, oh my god, let's party. I'm like, no, dial the volume. Dial the volume.
Let's chill at a place that doesn't play music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go to Bob's. No. Jimmy's. Oh, they play low volume. Good. Like that.
Pico's 2.2. I can.
Yes.
Yeah, I can compromise.
It's like the chicks have to come there, and then it's the whole problem is like it's such a the girl who fits this thing will not fit that.
Yeah.
The girl who fits this will not, and. She's just like, yaar, hila hi leta hu mujhe kahan. I mean, it's a very bad way to say it, but that's what it is. I think we should wrap it up, right?
Yes.
1 hour, 13 minutes. We did a good one. Chalo guys, thank you so much for watching today's podcast. My name is Anand Rathnam.
My name is Aditya Natrajan. This is Elephant Room Podcast. A lot of you are watching, not subscribing.
Yes.
Yeah, why? How would you even know that new episode has come out? Just...
Please do subscribe. New episodes every week on Wednesday, right? Wednesdays, new episode, and then reels on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. Check them out. See you guys. Bye. Alvida. Shabba khair.
Yeah, Shabba khaira.
Bye guys.
Bye.